Hi all. In this short video, we will discuss what are the various issues which I faced during setup of Drools Spring Boot project. So while creating the Spring Boot application, you can see that we are having this error here. It means that it is not getting resolved. The error is not getting resolved. The Spring Boot application is not getting resolved, and that's why we are getting this kind of errors here. To resolve this, we need to make sure that our project is working as a normal Spring Boot project first of all. So first do a clean of our project. This will make sure that all the unnecessary data etc. is removed before we do a next step. Once this clean is successful, make sure that all the dependencies should be resolved properly. To make sure, go to the pom.xml and make sure that we have added the correct versions here like this, and at the creation of video, the appropriate and compatible version was 9.44, so try to use this one. Once this is done, make sure that in the project structure you have selected the right test source folders, as well as the source folder should be correct here, as we can see in the screen. On the project, also make sure that we are using the language level correctly. We should not change or modify if not needed. Just apply it and make sure that it is consistent throughout the application. The SDKs should be the one which we are using for whole of our applications. In this project, we have used JDK 17. In SDK, in language level, we need to mention 17 at both the places. Once this is done, make sure that application.properties is not having any issues. And once this is done, we'll be doing install. With this install, all the dependencies which we were mentioned in the pom.xml will be downloaded here. And once all the setup related issues are resolved, we'll be able to see a clean project without any issues. Here we can see the compiler used is 3.8.1, which is a default one. It will run the tests as well. Here we can see that we are getting test failures. So the annotations are not getting resolved. So right click on this one and add Maven dependencies. So we have to update Maven indexes as well. It's happening on its own. So we have to click OK. And finally, we need to go to invalidate caches, check on all the options and click on invalidate and restart. Once this is done, all the projects, everything will get restarted. Just give it a minute. IntelliJ IDEA will restart with all the defaults, and caches will be invalidated. Just give it 1 more minute and we'll be loading all the components which it will be using for the rules as well as Spring Boot project. So here it is preparing the workspace. It is scanning the files. Just give it 1 more minute. And once everything is fine, download pre-built share indexes, always download. It is updating the indexes. Index spring configuration of the data is being worked upon. These are the application.properties setup. Then this is our minimal DRL file where we are approving or rejecting loans based on various criteria, credit score, high debt, etc. This is kmodule.xml. This package rules basically is the location where our rule file is located. This is the guy session name which we'll be using while creating the guy session. And this is the place where we'll be using the creation of guy session. Spring. Now based on various other features, for example, if you want to add a DO layer, you can add it here. If you want to add some other features specific to rules, we can add the config only. The pom.xml. We need to have these dependencies which are mandatory for working with Drools. These are kieAPI, kieCI, Drools core, and Drools compiler. This is an extra dependency lombok, which needed we can use it, else we can ignore. Now let me try to run. It's still updating the index, so it will take some more time, I believe. It is not allowing me to do multiple steps at a time. It is saying it is still updating the indexes. So there are some important things which we can revisit while the indexes are getting updated. For example, we need to have this ruled config. And the next thing which is important is the kmodule.xml, this one. So we need to make sure that all these configuration is in place, and then only we'll be able to see the whole setup working together. Then this DLL file, it should be at a specific location in resources in rules. We can add more DLL file here as well, depending upon what kind of conditions we need to add. And then we need to have correct pom.xml, as we discussed this one, and we need to have project cleaned with this clean option, and then compiled and then installed. So this will help us to make sure that all the setup related to the tools is correct and will work properly. So you see here, Sybase is created and our application has started. So this is the short video for how we can do a setup of Spring Boot and Drools. That's it for this video. Thanks.